So today, let's talk about asylum, because I realize a lot of people coming to claim asylum in Canada don't even know much about this thing. They are here because their agent back home, told them, as soon as you get to the border, just raise your hand up and, that's it. I'm not against asylum. I never said it's bad. My name is Taiwo. If this is your first time watching my video, my content, click on the subscribe and like button. Now, who is an asylum seeker? Asylum seeker is someone who fled from his home country, to another country in search of protection. That is just it. So as soon as you maybe, okay, you move from Africa, you move from Middle East because of one thing, maybe for political reason, maybe for religious reason, maybe for war, or for crisis, conflict and all that. You now move to another country, in search of protection, like, please help me, they will kill me back home, there's war going on back home, like, so what is happening in Palestine, what is happening in the Middle East, and in Ukraine, even during the Ukraine Russia war, at least a few years ago, even till now, there's so many pathways in Canada now, like, people in Ukraine can move in here, you can claim asylum and all that. The same thing with the Palestine right now. Any Palestinian, can come into, Canada to claim asylum. So now, these are people that are asylum seekers. Now, a lot of people from, Africa, from other countries now are coming to most of these countries to claim asylum. They are now coming to Canada to claim asylum. And everybody has a reason, for claiming it. I'm not against any reason, but if you see reason like people are giving, because most of their agents are not well knowledge about this thing. A lot of them will just give them reason, like tell them I'm broke back home, tell them there's no money back home, tell them just when you get to the border, just tell them what's it called, my papa died, my father died, my mother has died, that back home, like, I don't have family, that is why I'm coming to Canada to claim asylum. See, all these things will not work, and it can never work. But one thing is that as soon as you claim asylum, the government will give you a work permit just to work, so that you will not become a nuisance to the community, because you cannot work. So that just for that, they will give you a work permit. Most people, because of that work permit, a lot of people will be like, they have given me a work permit. That's why agents back home, most of these agents back home will tell them that, hey, when you get there, just claim asylum, they will give you a work permit and you start to work. But they will never tell you that anything you write on that first day cannot be erased. That's why a lot of people are now in this mess right now, because what they wrote on the first day they claim asylum is now coming up right now, and there's no way for them to erase it. Because if you write on that day that, okay, why, if the border agent asks you, why are you here to claim asylum, and you wrote, because I don't have father, my mom has died, that's why I'm here, they will write everything down for you, and that is what you'll be using, in anytime they called you, for a claim or all that. So now, that is what they will be asking for. That is what you will stand on. Now, if they start asking for evidence, like, okay, your mom died, like, show us evidence, your father died, show us evidence that this thing that you claim is, is wrong, is happened to you, and you cannot provide all this evidence, then they will deny the application. But a thing is that you will have been working in Canada for like a year, 2 years, because of the numbers of queue of people claiming asylum. Now it takes years. Now you're working here on a work permit, on a work visa, you've been working, you've relaxed, you start building yourself and all that. And after 2-3 years, they now say, oh yeah, go back home. and you never come to Canada, you never go to any other country that share the same database with Canada anymore. Even if you claim asylum in US, you cannot claim in Canada or any other country that share the same, you know, the security database or whatsoever. I don't know what but they share the same database with Canada and all that. Now, if you want to claim asylum, have a genuine reason. Like, I doing my research, I heard that one of the best claim that they will never deny is people that are coming from all this Middle East. Let's say, okay, maybe you're coming from Iran, or you're coming from Iran and you now, you know, claim asylum in Canada. And, you know, doing your claim, you tell them that, okay, now you are now a Christian, you are no more Muslim. So because you are claiming asylum because you convert to a Christian back home. Now the government is haunting you. People want to kill you because you are now a Christian. So that is why you are coming to to Canada to claim asylum. Then, you know, it has a reason, because there are so many news about this country, you know, going against people that convert to other religion. So like there's so many news there, like it's something that is real. So they will definitely approve your this thing. Or maybe all this LGBT whatsoever. So now if you are, and you, because this LGBT stuff works for Africa, for some African country. I could remember Ugandan president passed a law last year that any LGBT stuff in his country will be sentenced to like 20 years imprisonment and all that. So if anybody comes to Canada, you know, arrive in Canada and be like, I'm an LGBT, and the president, like the country, want to send me to prison because of my belief, because of my, you know, my choice, because of the LGBT stuff, and you have proof to show it, maybe because there's a newspaper publication that say that, you know, that shows you that during the police station, you know, like there's a there's a new coverage of you that you have been arrested once and all that. So all these things are something that they will gather together to, you know, help you, and there's high chances of you getting, you know, getting your asylum approved. And one thing about asylum in Canada is that why is now hard for people claiming asylum in 2024 is that before, there's always two people that will judge your claim. If one person disapprove it and the other judge approve it, then you're good to go. But right now, it is only one judge that will approve your claim. So if the judge be like, nah, what you're saying is wrong, there's no evidence, you're gone. So before, so many people have that higher approval chance, because one judge will be like, let me just give them, you know, the second will be like, no, it is wrong. So if one judge approve it, then you're good. But right now, that is just only one judge that will approve your claim. Then, you know, if he decide not to, like, maybe what you said doesn't show any evidence, you know, like it is not real, because they have heard so many stories. So your story is not new to them. So you don't just write anything on that first day, on the day you claim it. You don't just write anything. Write something that is real. Write something that really pertains to you. Not just because my papa, you know, my father is dead, something is wrong with my family want to kill me. Because of what? So now, like, I heard a news last week about someone that claimed that his asylum was denied because he said, okay, his husband want to kill her back home, and he decided to come to Canada to claim an asylum. And now they ask for evidence. Hey, what's the evidence that your husband want to kill you? Like, if you show us proof. Like proof of maybe you reported to the police station. Those are proof. Like, okay, a police report, because every evidence will be counted. A police report that your husband, you reported your husband once, maybe for battery, or maybe for, you know, like at least before it gets to your husband want to kill you, there will have been something like, you know, a police will have got involved and all that. Show us proof, and there is no proof to show, and our application was denied. Right now, they gave us 7 days to leave the country. So these are just things I'm going to say. Like, if you want to claim asylum, because a lot of on my comments, you know, most of my video, I do see a lot of visitors visa holder, you know, talking about okay, what about work permit? Be like, no, all those work permits you're saying are for asylum seekers, and it is not everybody that can claim asylum in Canada, and it is not easy as people think it is. This will be the end of my video. I'll see you on the next one.